Okay, I just want to say something. I want to say some things, okay? A lot of things. First off, there have been a lot of fake news in the media, okay? I want to establish that it's fake. These nerds with mics, they're all liars. They tell lies. They're a bunch of no good hombres. Really bad. First, we're going to have to sue them, okay? It's a big issue. It's going to be huge. This is Nerds with Mics. Any good? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Hey everyone, I'm James Cameron.
I'm Billy Bush for hire.
And I'm
John C.
And this is episode 36 of Nerds
Oh
with
my
Mics,
God.
a podcast about movies, TV shows, games, technology, and much, much more.
Wow.
who is that?
Was that Mr. John Lovitz?
I think so.
I think it's that animated characters. He came over here, the guy from The Critic.
Wow, that's so nice of him to stop by.
Yeah.
So Billy Bush and John Cena, what have you guys been up to?
Okay, well, I finally did it, guys. I sat down, I watched every Alien movie ever made. I watched every Stallone and Schwarzenegger movie, and they blew my mind. Also, I've been playing a ton of Destiny.
That
Yeah,
sounds
it was.
spectacular.
So you're meaning to tell me that you have not played Rainbow Six Siege?
Not even once.
Wow. That's really impressive. And you love Destiny now, right?
I love it. It's the greatest. It's really, well, we'll talk about it later because it might pop up again later.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I myself, I've been reading every single Harry Potter book this week. It's fantastic.
You got all 7 of them in, huh?
Yeah, all 7 of them.
Wow.
And also the little short one that came out as well. Read all those. Fantastic books. I have to say, I feel like I'm just living in the wonderful wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Wow. You've been busy.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You really squeezed a lot in there in a week.
You know what? Justin's been talking about how great these books are, and I thought, you know what? It's finally time.
Yeah.
It's finally time.
Yep.
Other than that, this week, I've actually been playing a ton of Rainbow Six Siege. The game is phenomenal. It's also in no way, shape, or form repetitive at all. I don't know why that game didn't win more awards, but it was great. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
And other than that, I've been listening to a lot of country music. Love country music, guys. If you guys don't love country music, then you're not American. And if we need anything in this world right now, it's being more American. So if you don't like country music, then you can just move out of the country.
I agree. I'm a big fan of Toby Keith.
Yeah.
And he really solidified his place in my heart when he did the Trump inauguration.
Yeah. And, I like that Hootie and the Blowfish fella singing country music. What's his name?
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, he's a great country artist.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. What about you, Maxwell? What have you been up to this week?
Well, let's see. I have definitely not been applying for new jobs because I definitely did not get surplused from my current position. And I most certainly did not, or do not have only 60 days to find a new job. I also have been eating really healthy and working out. As far as games go, I've been playing a ton of Call of Duty and No Man's Sky. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, I don't know why.
There's a lot of content.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
And you've been playing with friends too, right? In No Man's Sky? Lots of co-op?
Lots of co-op in No Man's Sky. And, what's really cool is you just drop in with your friends and then you just drop right out on any planet you want.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know why that game didn't win more awards.
I got it for $30 and I probably would have paid $80 for it. It's that good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty phenomenal. I think it had a pretty smooth launch, too. I think that's one thing we really need to commend it on. The development team really does a good job of being transparent with the fan base.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know why I don't play more Call of Duty. Those are just solid games.
They are. I mean, they are totally not, they just come up with something new and innovative each year.
Yeah, every game has been totally different. It's been phenomenal. And you know what? The fact that they're in space now is just so groundbreaking. I want to go
I
to
know.
space.
I really can't wait to see how much further into the future they go in the next one.
Well, actually, I have a story about that. Well, I'll talk about it later.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, about the new Call of Duty game.
Okay, well, before we do that, I want to talk about one of our friends. You may have heard of her. Her name's Emily, a.k.a. Mystique Siren. She's a Twitch streamer, and she does that tweeting and twittering and twitching, and she loves to play video games. Her favorite games are Destiny. Justin, one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Yep,
yes.
Battlefield 1. One of Maxwell's favorites, Call of Duty. Not to be mistaken with Call of Juarez. And her personal favorite is Borderlands.
Is that about the border wall?
Yeah, I believe so. They're making that into a real life thing called Border Walls. Gonna keep them Southern people out. But anyways, I don't mean to get off on a tangent, but if you like girls, and I'm sure you do, and you like video games, you just need to go over and check her out. Twitch.tv/Mystique Siren with a Q and no C.
All right.
All right?
Thank you.
No, not a problem, guys. Let's move on. Maxwell, you want to take
a lot
us
of good
on?
informative information there.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, let's go ahead and head over and talk about some news. Maxwell, you want to kick us off? Why am I still talking like that? I don't know why I'm still talking like that.
Because why not?
I was like, when is this going to end?
Yeah, I didn't know. My bad.
Because why not? That's the real question. All right, yeah. So, as you guys know, we got some news about Batman. So we heard earlier this week that Batman is not going to be directed by Ben Affleck anymore. News is we're going to get Lace Hallstrom, the director from A Dog's Purpose. Yeah. So DC heard about...
Wow.
They heard how abused all the dogs were and figured it would make for a very dark Batman film.
Wow, that is news to my ears. You know, I think this is a strong play by DC.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
I have to agree because you really want an abused Batman. And who better than someone who abuses dogs? I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? It's going to be the darkest, grittiest one yet.
Yeah. And you know, to kind of keep on that same theme, there's some news that I actually wanted to bring you about Justice League. So what I wanted to talk about is that we all know that DC's track records for box office hits is just amazing. It's no surprise that Justice League is going to be amazing as well, guys.
It looks perfect.
You know, DC is second to none when it comes to storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you look at their best work, I mean, Green Lantern, The Return of Superman, Batman versus Superman, Suicide Squad.
Just so many great films.
Just so many great films. How can Justice League not be amazing? Who else is pumped for this movie?
I am.
Yeah?
I just want to see as much stuff mixed into it as we can possibly get. I really want all my DC stuff just shoveled into this one, just shoehorned right in there.
All the Ds.
And you know me, I see movies immediately when they come out.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm so excited for this one. I've got 2 tickets to the premiere in New York. Boom.
You know what amazes me, Justin, is you never have anything on a to-do list when it comes to watching movies or TV shows.
I really need to learn how you're able to get all that stuff completed in a timely manner because I have a really long to-do list. There's a lot of shows and movies that I have just never seen.
Yeah, I feel bad for you fool.
Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah. Well, Justin, why don't you talk to us about some of your news?
Oh yeah, we have some breaking Star Wars news. Disney has announced the new standalone Star Wars movie, and guess who they're bringing in to direct it?
Who?
George Lucas. They're bringing him back.
Oh.
It's going to take place between episodes 1 and 2, probably the greatest Star Wars time period.
Yeah.
Starring 2 of the greatest actors, Ahmed Best and Jake Lloyd. They'll be reprising their roles as Jar Jar Binks and Anakin Skywalker as they go on an adventure. Yes, it's being dubbed the buddy movie of the century, and rumor has it Watto will even be in. You know, the best character of
Give us that
episode 1.
Watto, Maxwell.
Hey, little Annie.
Yes.
You know, it's great to see that Jake's going to be, kicking out the booze and bringing in the lightsabers again.
Yeah, and I've heard that he's really excited to do this movie, and definitely Ahmed Best because no one has even seen him since 1999.
Yeah, you know, I think he was going through a rough patch, but I think this movie's really going to pull him out of that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, Maxwell, I know that you or Justin, I don't think that, you know, as good as you are about getting through your to-do list, I don't think either of you has still managed to watch Game of Thrones. However, I do have some there's some changes coming to Game of Thrones that I want you guys to be aware of in case you guys decide you want to get, on the boat and watch this like every other American.
There's a boat?
Yeah, I'll actually get into that.
Okay.
So, yeah. So,
gosh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is breaking news. This is just in.
Okay.
Our sources say that Johnny Depp has passed away.
Oh my
As
God.
As of 1 hour ago, yeah.
1 hour ago.
So Johnny Depp, beloved actor, has passed away. This is coming from a credible news source.
Breitbart?
It's Facebook.com.
Okay.
It's not a very common one that people see, but this is a very trusted news resource, and we just really want to get that out there to the public.
All right, wow.
Well, thanks
Our
for letting
thoughts
us
and
know.
prayers.
Yeah.
Hashtag thoughts and prayers.
yeah, hashtag. All right, so I wanted to announce some changes to Game of Thrones in case you guys decide you want to watch it, because being able to watch it is actually going to be challenging going forward. So as a lot of you know, that Game of Thrones is one of America's favorite TV shows. Okay, now I know you and Maxwell don't watch it, but Chad, he watches it because he's a normal person. Well, all that's going to change due to the recent travel ban.
What?
Yeah, so as many of you know, the majority of the show is actually shot outside of the United States. This has caused some concerns that there's going to be security issues and could possibly pose a threat to the U.S. So as of now, the show is being canceled until further notice.
Hashtag Jon Snow secret Muslim.
Yep. So yeah, guys. So they're actually going to be canceling the show just because where a lot of it's not filmed in America. With all these actors going elsewhere to film it. They're just concerned that this is going to pose a threat to the country, so they're shutting it down.
It sounds like a definite threat and a good choice.
Yeah.
I agree. I could back this 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, Maxwell, I know that you've never seen this movie. I don't think you've ever seen Predator, but I know you have some news around it. You want to go ahead and tell us about that?
Yes, of course. So, as you guys know, Conor McGregor was offered the leading role in the new Predator movie. He actually stated that he wasn't going to make that much money for the amount of time needed to film, and he'd rather spend the time with his family, and he's going to be having a little boy soon. So they actually decided to reach out to another famous fighter. You guys know Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yep.
Yeah, money.
Yes. So he jumped on the role in excitement until he heard that he wouldn't be fighting a female predator and didn't want to lose like a little bitch.
Wow.
Well, that sounds just like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yes, because he loves to beat the females.
He sure does. He is the scum of the earth. And that is not alternative news.
Yeah, that is not. That is not. Well, that's.
Oh, guys, just in.
Oh, God.
Credible news source on Twitter. Beloved actor Johnny Depp did not die. That was misinformation from our source on Facebook. Twitter is seeing some information that he just had a massive heart attack, but he's okay.
Good. Great news.
Hashtag thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, hashtag. All right, well, so I know that we've been talking a lot about DC, and I'm also going to continue that trend. So I wanted to talk about some changes coming to DC's Wonder Woman movie. So as a recent in recent events, as a part of the new administration, DC has actually been instructed that they need to replace star Gal Gadot due to being a nasty woman. And it goes against everything America stands for. And she's to be replaced by John Cena in a wig. Because nothing says F yeah America like John Cena.
I'd have to agree. I think it's a good move. Are they going to keep the name Wonder Woman, though?
Yes, they are. They don't.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they don't want to stray from that. Now, I think that this direction for this movie is going to make it huge, and I think the movie is going to be slightly delayed due to some reshoots because obviously
only some.
Yeah, only some. The rest of it's going to be CG, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
But honestly, this could be the best thing to ever happen to a DC movie since Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's very true. I like the direction the movie's going because it definitely looks like the worst of all the DC movies as is. So I think John Cena will only he'll propel that movie probably into Oscar season.
Now, since they have already shot the movie, how are they bringing him in? Is it CG with motion capture or what?
No. So, some of the some of the main parts, they're actually going to go back and reshoot with actual John Cena in a wig. But some of the not so important parts, they're actually just going to go back and CG his face over Gal Gadot's.
Is that how you say her last name?
I think. I don't know.
I thought it was Gadot, but I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I just wondered. I didn't know.
It doesn't matter to me.
She's
She's a woman, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
So yeah. So that's news for DC. Maxwell, why don't you talk to us a little bit about some Disney things? Can you do that for us?
For sure. So, Beauty and the Beast, starring Emma Watson, is coming to theaters soon. The newest trailer has actually gotten some bad responses. I don't know if you guys have read about this, but it seems that PETA is outraged, filing claims of bestiality.
Oh, yeah. I expected that.
Yeah, that's. You know what? No surprise to me. I'm sure what they're doing is they're probably just showing up on set, pouring red paint all over Beast's fur, just in protest.
Oh wow!
It is CGI paint though. That we do need you to understand that though.
Yeah.
The other thing is with PETA, I think we really need like a gag order on them because they're just outlandish, completely outlandish, stating that animals are endangered and animal harm and things like that. I mean, we saw the issue again with A Dog's Purpose.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we don't. Come on.
I mean, we eat animals every day. Why do they care about these animals? I don't get it.
And we don't need a mass panic. I mean, America doesn't need to be all concerned about climate change, abusing pets. They just need to get these people to shut up about what's really going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So Justin, I know that you've never seen any of the James Bond movies.
Not one, but I might have to.
Yeah, but do you have some news around James Bond?
Actually. So this part happened last week, actually. The Bond writers and producers were quoted as saying that they were having trouble coming up with story ideas since the Führer Trump was elected. And I'm just kidding, Travis's face. Since President Trump was elected, because he is like a real-life Bond villain. Well, it appears as if the writer's block is finally over. They've actually signed President Donald J. Trump to a 4-year, 4-movie deal where he will actually just play the evil villain in all the Star Wars or all the James Bond movies coming up. Hashtag Make Bond Great Again. You
know what? I also heard that they're actually doing a Star Wars and James Bond crossover. It's funny you should mention that.
I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think him and Vader are actually going to join up and be villains in both movies.
I bet Trump will be the Emperor.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have the same face, and when I think about Trump, I think about the fact that his skin looks like Cheeto dust, so it's fine.
Yeah, it does. You're right. It does. And it's just repulsive.
Yeah. No, I got you. It could definitely be the Emperor. Now let's talk about other things that are prehistoric other than Donald Trump. Maxwell.
Sure. So Jurassic World 2 has big things coming. This will be titled Jurassic World: War Z.
Oh.
So Jurassic World War Z.
Wow. Is it going to be zombie dinosaurs?
Yeah. I don't honestly have. I guess you read that article because I have no idea how you guessed that.
Full disclosure, that sounds like a really great movie.
It sounds
Jurassic
like
World War Z.
Yeah, you know what? This is totally original. I'd go see it.
I would love to watch that movie, actually.
Yeah, Justin would be there on opening night. Justin doesn't go to the movies.
I'll get those premiere tickets, man.
Yeah, when Justin goes to the movies, it's never to see comedies. It's always to see high, intense action movies.
Yeah. With a lot of plot and drama and what makes you think.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets a little weird, though, because you think the movie's primarily about dinosaurs and it's a sequel. It's actually a prequel, or a prehistoric prequel, a prehistiquel, if you will.
Oh.
Because it takes place, it's a World War Z-esque movie in the Jurassic period.
Oh.
So many billions of years ago, it's zombie apocalypse during the Jurassic era.
I love it.
Does that make sense? There are dinosaurs, but essentially the cavemen. Do you follow me now? The cavemen are the zombies. And I guess the twist ending might be that the dinosaur gets bit. Who knows?
Wow, I'm sold.
Yeah, they could definitely make that a trilogy.
Yeah.
Am I right? So,
yeah.
All right, Justin, why don't you give us the last bit of movie and TV news?
Yeah, okay. So, big Doctor Who news. Peter Capaldi has decided to step down after this season, which is probably a good thing. He's ancient. However, who they replaced him with is interesting.
Who's that?
It's a young actor known by the name of Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh.
However, here's the head scratcher. It's the corpse version of him from Swiss Army Man.
What?
Yeah, like the dummy, the corpse dummy. Daniel Radcliffe is playing Doctor Who.
That, you know what? Possibilities are endless at this point.
I mean, he acted. It was a great corpse dummy.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
could basically do anything.
He really could. That's probably why they hired him.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think this is a great
It's a
move
good
for
move.
Doctor Who.
It's a good move.
I mean, Doctor Who has been around so long that I feel like that show was really getting stale. And I really feel like, he's going to be able to come in and take this show to the next level.
yeah, I don't know if they'll have the real Daniel Radcliffe on set or not to advise,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to see what that corpse dummy can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did quite a bit in that movie.
I used to say Doctor Who cares, but now I'm thinking Doctor Who can give me more.
Yeah, I completely
'Cause this
agree.
Sounds great.
It does sound great.
I've tried to watch Doctor Who before, and boy, I gotta say, snooze. Right? I mean, am I right? It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I think this is really gonna up the ante, so to speak. Does anybody have any other movie or TV news before we move on? No, nothing.
No,
Maxwell, do we have any breaking news? No, we're good. Okay, good.
As of right now, we're okay.
Good. I like that. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start us off with some gaming and tech news. So, everybody sit down and grab hold of something because I got huge news.
I'm holding my dick.
Yep. We are finally getting Half-Life 3.
Holy tits.
And
McGee.
for those of you that don't know, PC Ultimate Master Race, gaming race, have been waiting constantly for this game. Siri.
Hi, Siri.
Damn it,
Hi,
Siri.
Siri.
Damn it. Anyways,
She just wanted to hear about Half-Life 3.
yeah. So due to the success of other Valve games such as Portal, Portal 2, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, Half-Life 1 and 2, we're finally getting Half-Life 3. The wait is finally going to be over. Fans have been waiting years for this. And the news just broke today that it's going to be coming out holiday 2017 is going to be the release window.
I think it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, right?
Yes, and you know what? What's really crazy is all these fans were PC lovers, and they announced that it's only coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is just crazy to me. But nevertheless, we're getting the game.
Yeah,
and I'm pumped. Do you guys remember the Orange Box collection that came out for Xbox 360?
Yeah, that was amazing.
That came out in 2007.
Wow.
It's been that long. And I just can't wait to get my hands on this game.
Yeah, I can't wait to get his hands on you either. Just kidding.
Exactly. Now, Maxwell, let's talk about a game that you really didn't care that much for and that you really weren't looking forward to. I know you have some news around it. If you don't care to share it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So you're referencing The Last Guardian. So my information here is actually about the developers. So I'm extremely excited. They already started production, and it's stated to be a combination of The Last Guardian and the gameplay of Demon Souls. With the early start, as of January 20th of 2017, we should see it available to purchase in the fall of 2035.
Oh wow, that's not too far away.
Yeah, 2035. If you go ahead and get your pre-order in, I mean, before you know it, you'll get the game.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be their fastest release date. They said they're very committed this time to getting it out at the time stated. So 2035 that fall. Get ready.
I just hope they have enough time to work on it so there's not many bugs or anything. You think they'll have to delay it though, right?
They said it would be the crispest game they've ever had.
Wow.
I just hope I'm not on my deathbed by the time game comes out.
Yeah.
Because last thing I want to do is play this in a hospital bed.
That's a real concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just 5 years after Alien Colonial Marines, the sequel.
Oh, one of the best games you could ever play.
Yeah.
If you
Right.
haven't, go pick it up.
And that game never got delayed, ever.
Yeah.
And it was definitely never a disappointment when it
Yeah,
hit
it was super
shelves.
polished when it came out. All right. Well, let's talk about other things that aren't disappointments. Okay. So there's some news today about the Wii U console, guys. I know when we talk about the Wii U, we only hold it in super high regard. But I have some more information that's going to make you think differently about it even more so. So we all know that the Wii U struggled against the Xbox 360 and PS3 at first, but look who's laughing now. So with a stellar lineup of first-party exclusives, and a huge support from third-party developers, now it makes it the best console ever. And they've actually ramped up production of the Wii U in order to keep up with demand.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I need to get my hands on one of those bad boys.
Yeah, I sold mine a little prematurely, and I'm really sad that I did because I really feel like I'm missing out.
It sounds like a really good investment right now because they're just making so many games for it. I mean, how many Zelda games came out for this thing? Like 5 or 6?
Yeah, tons.
And they're the most highest rated games of all time.
Yeah, it's hard to
Unbelievable.
believe that on that console we got a Zelda game every year that console was
I know
out.
it truly is. Yeah, I mean, just that's commitment, and it shows your fans that you're committed to.
Yeah, and the Animal
them the
Crossing
absolute
game was
best.
amazing for it.
What?
The Animal Crossing game.
Oh, I know, and that 3D Pokemon game.
Yeah, and
How
all
could
those
we forget
Metroid
that?
games.
So many Metroid games. It was
Yeah.
just such a great console.
I
Yeah.
hate that series.
It'll
Worst game.
It'll go down in history as the best console probably of all time.
Oh, you hate Metroid, Maxwell?
Yeah, worst games of all time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I mean, I kind of agree with you there. Now let's talk about one of Maxwell's favorite games. Justin, you have some news around Call of Duty?
Yes, Maxwell. I teased it a little earlier. So Activision announced the new Call of Duty game.
Yes.
And so, the trend has been to go so far into the future, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're going so far into the future that the apocalypse has already happened in this new game. Civilization has been wiped out and then recreated, but they're now all cavemen and cavewomen. And all you have is like rocks, sticks, clubs. But if you prestige 100 times, you can dig below the ash and dirt to find an old mech from Infinite Warfare. Yeah?
Wow.
Wow. Does
Yeah.
this Call of Duty game have a name yet, Justin?
It's called Call of Duty. We're out of ideas. I don't know. I forget what it said.
Oh.
There was some exec that works for the company. They did a hashtag. What was it? Prehistoric future. I don't know what that means. You think
Yeah,
that could be the
that's
subtitle?
got-
Prehistoric future.
Gotta
Yeah.
be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like something
Wow.
like that, or it was like Call of Duty Day One, or like The Beginning, or or The Messiah.
Funny you
or-
said day one. The day one edition of the game, if you buy it in stores, you get a club.
like an actual
A
club.
club, yeah.
Why wouldn't you do
I
that?
don't know. You can beat your friends over the head with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Great idea. It's a great idea because they used to do like the night vision goggles and the drone or whatever. The club's a great idea.
I absolutely agree. Now let's keep the. I like this trend we're going where we're talking about things that aren't disappointments. Maxwell, you had mentioned earlier that you've been playing No Man's Sky. You have some news around that?
Yeah. So there's some new DLC coming next week. It adds. Well, it was actually last week. I typed this up early because. So last week they actually added in multiplayer, more creatures, adds a quick jump between known planets, fixes a lot of bugs. And refunds the user $30 to make that shitty game the cost it should have been from day one because it was so bad.
How big was that patch, Maxwell?
It was actually 37 gigabytes.
Oh, it was like a whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if like it was $1 for every gig you had to download, they'd refund you.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I've actually recently gotten to this game since you texted me and told me about all the changes coming, because I bought into the game early. And once you told me all these changes were coming, I was quick to dive right back into it. And I got to tell you, the multiplayer is just phenomenal. Just being able to fly from planet to planet with your friends, being able to be a space pirate, just everything about the game is just so much better. Like, I could just see this game lasting for years and years and years. And honestly, like the game is so good now that after that patch that I would probably pay a monthly subscription fee to play it. I'll be honest.
Pac-Man, Mario, No Man's Sky. That's the Mount
Dude,
Rushmore
I like
video
what you're
games.
saying there. That's a perfect way to
Yeah.
compare this game.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Justin, do you plan on picking it back up?
I've already been playing it.
Oh, you and Max have been playing and haven't invited me, huh?
Yeah, you were too busy playing Rainbow Six Siege.
You know what? I can't help that I'm up to 2:30 a.m. every morning playing Siege with my friends.
Every time I get on, you're on Siege just playing with all your really cool friends. And
I know. It's either that or it's Saints Row. Those are just my two favorite games. Yeah, just both those games. They're great.
Yep.
Anyways, let's talk about so one of the things that I know Maxwell's aware of, and Justin, I don't know if you're aware of, is just the overall quality of Xbox One exclusives. Maxwell, I mean, I know that in the beginning you were a big PlayStation fan, but then once you've seen a lot of the exclusives coming out for Xbox One, you were quick to buy an Xbox. So I just want to kind of cover real quick kind of the comparison between the Xbox One lineup and the PS4 lineup, just so we can kind of shine some light on why the Xbox One is such a better console. In an era of console wars, there can really only be one when it comes to exclusives. If you're comparing Xbox One exclusives to PS4, the Xbox is going to win hands down. I'm just going to quickly go through a list of exclusives here. So Xbox One, you have Cuphead. Maxwell talked about that a few episodes ago, but I don't know if he was aware that was an Xbox One exclusive. I think that's why he's picking up that Xbox. Crackdown. We've been hearing forever that Crackdown's going to come out, and I'm just really hoping my fingers that this year is the year.
You're hoping your fingers?
Hoping your fingers?
Yeah. I'm hoping my fingers can cross themselves because I touched myself earlier and I couldn't feel my hands. There's also a game out called Rise and Shine. You may have heard of it. Most of you probably haven't. Tacoma, who hasn't heard of that game? Halo Wars 2, because who doesn't love RTSs?
Especially on a console.
Sea of Thieves, which is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, that game is going to be amazing. A game called Phantom Dust, which everybody's heard of that game. There's people standing in line already for that game. Forza Motorsport 7, which after Horizon 3, I don't know why you would ever want to play a motorsport game again. State of Decay 2, which is going to be another zombie game that's not co-op. Going to be fantastic. We the Happy Few, which it looks phenomenal. It looks like a BioShock game. And for all of you that was waiting for Scalebound, you also have Oh, that was canceled. Sorry about that. So quickly, on the PS4, you have Gravity Rush 2. You have Death Stranding. You have Gran Turismo Sport. You have...
But to be fair, I would prefer Forza over Gran Turismo.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, Xbox the clear winner. You have Farpoint. You have Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. You have Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. You have Wipeout. You have MLB The Show 17. You have Yakuza 6 and Yakuza 0. You have the new version of Hot Shots Golf called New Everybody's Golf. You have Persona 5. You have Noi. You have Parappa the Rapper. You have Knack 2. You have Horizon Zero Dawn. You have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Prologue. Going. You have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5. You have Double Dragon 6. You have Divide. You have Ace Combat 7.
That's coming on Xbox.
You have Boundless, and you also have Shenmue 3.
But you know what you don't have?
What?
SOCOM Remastered.
So needless to say, I mean, if we're just comparing those two lists, I don't know why you wouldn't go with an Xbox One. All right, over to you, Justin.
Well... I have some Apple news. Today, Apple, in a very discreet, non-flashy, take up a whole auditorium way, announced the new iPhone. We're all excited about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They announced the iPhone 7S, but fans were quick to note there was no Plus model, only a minus model. Because this will be the smallest iPhone ever. It will fit snug in your ear, so you no longer have a need for your headphone jack or headphones. It'll just be in your ear.
That takes a lot of courage.
It does. #courage.
You know what? I was wondering when they took the headphone jack out of the 7. I thought to myself, because typically most companies do that getting ready for something, like they're laying the foundation early before they make a big change, kind of like a lot of computers are going to USB-C and leaving physical USB ports out. Now it all makes sense.
Yep.
A phone for your ear.
Yep.
Why would you need a headphone jack?
Yeah, you wouldn't. It's just that the phone is the headphone.
Yeah.
That's genius.
It is. #courage and Steve Jobs.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, so before we go on any further into our big topic, Maxwell, did you want to take some time to tell our listeners about Audible, one of the best services you can get?
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now with my mouth into your ear hole. Download any audiobook for... Oh, nope, I tried to do it super fast. Didn't work. Let me try it again. Download any audiobook free when you try audio for 30 days. Choose from 100,000. Nope, doesn't work. I really want to do it fast, like the Micro Machine guy.
Just jackhammer it, Maxwell.
Choose from 180,000 bestsellers, new releases, sci-fi, romances, mysteries, classics, and more. Go to audibletrial.com/nurse with Mikes for your free book and 30-day trial. That's audibletrial.com/nurse with Mikes.
You sound like an auctioneer.
Yeah.
Download any audiobook free when you try Audible for 30 days. Choose from over 180,000 bestsellers, new releases, sci-fi, romance, mysteries, classics, and more. Go to audibletrial.com/nurse with Mikes for your free book and 30-day trial. That's audibletrial.com/nurse with Mikes.
I like that.
That was good. That was really
See, when you
good.
do it that way, you get it in multiple times. We
Yeah.
get paid multiple times.
You know what, guys?
That's how it works, right?
I'm all about getting it in multiple times. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch me inside. How about that?
Oh.
And then outside, and then inside, and outside. And
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, Maxwell, do you want to kind of before we get into
Chad looks so uncomfortable
Yeah,
right
he
now,
does.
just so everyone knows.
Maxwell, do you kind of want to lead us into our big topic and kind of tell our listeners and viewers with your ears about our show today?
So today, as you can hopefully tell,
If
everything
not, I'm
that we
sad.
have said was pretty much fake. So in honor of Fox News, where our hearts are true and deep and dear, we wanted everything we said to be fake. In
Alternate
honor,
facts.
Yes, alternate facts, just as much as we could do.
Now,
no,
to
we
be
hate Fox
fair, all
News.
Yeah, to be fair,
But-
all the stories that Justin told were true, though.
Yeah.
I said to be fair, all the stories that you said, Justin, were true, though. Go ahead, Maxwell.
But no, I mean, it's just with the outrage and everything that's been going on this last week, we've just all been obviously on edge with a lot of stuff going on in politics and such. And it's really just to make fun, poke fun. We're just having fun with it this week. It was really just a lot of, as it is, fake news. Traditionally, no, we do not give you fake news unless it's very obvious. The rest of this episode, I mean, we're going to be pretty serious about some stuff. But the first half, yeah. I mean, I'm not James Cameron. Travis is not John Cena.
Unfortunately, I'm not Billy Bush.
Yeah.
Nah,
So,
it's very fortunate.
but, you know,
At
we
least
just
I've got
wanted
a
to keep
job.
it. But there's
Billy
certain
Bush
things I
doesn't.
think that need to be discussed. Well, I think we all do agree on that certain things need to be discussed, and we can't kind of just drop those these topics. And at every level, I think, you know, even with Nerds with Mike, so when we're traditionally, it's all about fun. That's why we try to keep the first half of this very joking and fun. Obviously, we don't feel the way we truly feel about the things that we've said.
Except for
again,
Justin.
It's just jokes. So Travis does care if it's a woman in the movie.
Yes, I definitely do. I definitely do. Yeah, so we just felt like we needed to have an episode where we could just kind of have fun, because I will tell you, like, the past week, like, if you're big into social media like we all are, just for the fact that that's kind of what we do, you know, it's a very scary and depressing place here lately, right? I mean, you know, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you look, it seems like you're getting news that's just, you're really finding out who assholes are, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
Now, to keep this in mind, like, this is just our opinions on our show. Like, we never want to feel like we're pushing our views on you, you know, just to be clear. But we just wanted to have a section where we just kind of talk about recent events, kind of our thoughts, concerns. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, it just is a matter of our opinions. So we don't really have a forum or an outline for this section. We were really just going to treat it as kind of an open discussion, right?
Yeah.
So Justin, I know that you and Maxwell, and we've talked about this before, you and Maxwell are more political than I am. So I'll just kind of let you guys start off, and then I'll kind of try to dive in where I feel comfortable and not feel like I'm over my head.
Yeah. Well, you know, we talked about fake news, and fake news was a huge part of the election, as we all know. Now we have a president who is declaring one of the major news networks of America to be fake news every time they say something he disagrees with. And it's one thing to have a president, our leader, say something is fake news when it's not, but it's even scarier when 50 million people believe it so easily. You know?
Yeah, because I think the last poll that I seen after all this stuff had came out, they had released like his approval rating and for like since that stuff came out, and I think his approval rating after all these announcements and executive orders is 53%, which is scary.
Yeah.
Um,
That's one poll. I know one poll has him really low, but I mean, who knows?
yeah, I'm not sure. Maxwell.
When he was on doing an interview on ABC News, he even said to the guy interviewing him that, you guys and many other networks are fake, like saying things that he didn't say and all that stuff and twisting his words, and then compared everybody else to Fox News. And that is just mind blowing. Fox News is known in a history of having like altered facts and just being
slanted.
The worst news source if you want things see. Yeah, like you said, it's slanted. But it's actually Rudy Giuliani told Fox News, and I don't know how this comes up, but we're talking about the term Muslim ban, and Trump's now trying to say like it's not a Muslim ban, it's just a stop. But Rudy Giuliani actually told Fox News that Trump asked him how to do a Muslim ban legally. And he's quoted by saying, when he first announced it, he said, Muslim ban, Giuliani said. He called me up. He said, put a commission together. Show me the right way to do it legally. And he's actually like one of his head advisors.
He's over home security, isn't he?
I don't know what he's over, but he should be over nothing. I mean, I saw that also, and then there was Sean Spicer got mad at the media for calling it a ban, and then Jake Tapper did a segment last night where he showed clips of Trump and Sean Spicer both calling it a ban in their own interviews on their own. So,
well, and Trump during his whole campaign was saying he was going to ban Muslims.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think too, and I think I don't know if we touched on this last week, but if you're gonna have, is his name Sean Spencer? Is that right?
Sean Spicer.
Sean Spicer. So if you're gonna have him come out after the first thing he comes out and delivers to America is a pissing contest about how much bigger the inauguration was, over inaugurations in the past. You're going to come out and you're going to have a pissing contest about that as opposed to any other things you could talk about.
Yeah.
I know at the end of the day, he is sent out there because somebody's told him what to say or what to, what facts to read. I get that. But you're going to tell me is your first move of president is to send him out in front of America to say, oh, the inauguration reportings of the crowd size was false. Come on, there's bigger things to worry about. To me, that was a telltale sign of what this administration is going to be about.
Right, and there's sore losers one thing, but Trump is a sore winner.
Yeah,
and saying that the election itself and the votes were rigged,
and
there was voter fraud, and he wants to get it fixed.
The guy who brought all of that up, his name is Greg Phillips, and I watched an interview with him. And I got to tell you, that guy is nuts. He is making these huge claims, has no evidence he's willing to share. He claims he has evidence, but he won't share it. And he hasn't even done the due diligence to even double check his work. But here's the kicker. It was found out that he is registered to vote in 3 states.
So you're telling me the guy that's in charge of voter fraud...
He's not in charge of it. He's doing it on his own. Trump has chosen to cite this man.
Oh, he's chosen to cite this guy, but you find out that he is registered to vote in 3 states.
Yeah, so is Trump's daughter. She was registered to vote in 2 states. And, I mean, chances are they only voted in 1. Right?
Maybe.
Well, I truly don't think voter fraud happened. And when it does, I want to say John Oliver did a story on this last year. I'm citing John Oliver, but I don't care. Something like 30,000 votes a year happen that might be fraudulent. 30,000, not 3 million.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. And I know at the end of the day, popular vote doesn't matter. But even if there was voter fraud, in this election, if you look at the popular vote though, it's still a landslide. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Why would he, as he has essentially won, why does he want the numbers to be corrected?
He can't stand the fact that the majority of the people did not vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's a narcissist. That's all there is to it.
Not only that, but he's also trying to probably clear up the fact that Russia had anything to do with manipulating votes as well, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or pissing on people.
I feel like,
PP tape.
like R. Kelly style. I feel like everything with Trump, though, is like a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like Maxwell said, or you said, like, he's a sore winner, right? Like, you won. Like, there's no need to, like, go out of your way to be a dick just because you want to prove a point. Like, there's bigger concerns, right? Like, the fact that you want to send millions of people, I don't know how many, but you want to ban people, but you also want to keep people from going home to see their families. Like, I mean, that's messed up. Like, I was looking online today, just moseying around, and I seen a picture. It kind of summed it up. It had a doctor that's obviously from India or from somewhere that says, "I'm here taking care of your mother, but I can't go home and see mine."
That's just not right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I mean, that's so wrong. The fact that somebody just it just blows my mind. Like, and then somebody also made the point, like, you want to say that there's separation between church and state, yet your government's going to tell you that they're going to judge you by your religion.
Yeah.
Even though
but
there's
here's the thing, like, the separation of church and state it just isn't a fucking thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
they get, like, he gets the fucking inauguration, they pray. He puts his hand on a Bible and shit. And when the people go to court, they put their hands on Bibles. Yet there's this, like, separation of church and state is a fucking term. That's all it is, because they bring this shit in on everything. And, like, have your religion, whatever it is, or don't, but that's your choice. It's your choice. Just like getting your hair cut in a certain way. It's your choice.
Right.
It needs to be separated truly.
Yeah.
That won't happen in our lifetime.
Do you think? And I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think from somebody that supports Trump. Like, I'm trying to think, like, from their point of view. Do you think that this ban is a part of a bigger plan? Like, because obviously, like, because they say that this ban is going to be temporary. Do you think that it could be part of a bigger plan, like, for the fact that, because obviously Trump's not going to reveal what his whole plan is, right? Like, if he would have gave people a heads up saying, hey, in 2 weeks there's going to be a ban on travel, like,
he didn't even give the TSA or anybody a heads up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that if they would, that he would have give a heads up, like, people that did intend to harm America would have quickly tried to push people into the United States? Do you think that's maybe why he didn't give a heads up? Or do you think this is just
here's the thing,
one move, a part of a bigger plan?
Here's the thing. There's no rushing people into the United States. That doesn't happen. Refugees, they're already extremely vetted. They already have to wait several months before they ever get to come here. So we're talking, if they're going to push somebody through, they've already done it. They did it months ago. They did it last year. Okay, so Chad just said there's a 2-year vetting process. So that's just, if they were going to send somebody, they're already either here, or they were already well on their way to being here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not. That's the thing, is it's fear mongering.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're taking the coward's way out, and they're fear mongering.
Yeah.
So here's a big issue that I have that's going on right now is Betsy DeVos, or however you say her last name.
DeVos, yeah.
She's an idiot. Not because she's a woman. She's just an idiot.
She is a complete fucking moron. And she's brought in as Secretary of Education. So right now we're looking at 2 Republicans that are openly stating they will vote against her.
That's good.
If the Democratic Party is 100% against her, which I'm sure they will be, then we are stuck at a tie in votes. So we need at least one other Republican, and this would then create an extremely unusual scenario, because it's very rare for a president holding a majority of the Senate to ever see their candidate defeated. In 1925, the selection for Attorney General was defeated thanks to members of the president's own party. That's the only time in the 20th century that we have seen the president's pick lose to their own party. Now, we've seen some picks lose because of the opposite party was larger, like Democrats had more votes. But right now, there are more Republican votes, obviously, and Trump picked this person, is bringing him in, and their own people are voting against. So this could be the second time since 1925.
Yeah, okay. She's an idiot. Yes. If they don't confirm her though, who's he gonna put up next? I mean, given his track record for hiring idiots, I'd have to say it'll be another idiot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, she is completely terrible, and I do not want her to get it. But what if the next one's even worse?
I don't think that's possible. I'll be
I
honest.
mean, like if Trump gets out of office and we get stuck with that shithead.
Pence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I will be surprised. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm trying to say, like, I'll be honest, like he's doing all the things that he said he was going to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
To be fair, however, I didn't think it was going to happen. Like I honestly did not think it was going to happen,
Wow.
and I honestly don't know what makes him think that Mexico is going to pay for the wall. I guess they're going to do
well, we're going to pay for the wall.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tax Mexico imports, which means we're going to pay for it twice.
Right.
Because they're going to raise their prices.
Exactly. And not only that, yeah, they're going to raise prices of whatever they're importing to do that, to offset the cost. And we're going to see that from whatever goods we're buying from Mexico.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a win-win situation, said no one ever.
And the best part is in 4 years, we're tearing that thing down.
Well, what's funny is, I mean, chances are people go under the wall as opposed to over it anyways.
Here's the thing too.
Or they're smuggled via vehicle of some kind.
Well, yeah. Okay, so a border wall is not going to help. Most illegal immigrants that are here by obtaining a legal visa, and they just overstayed their visa. It ran out, and they didn't leave. Also, more people get here illegally, believe it or not, by airplane. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure an airplane can clear a wall, right?
It depends on how high he builds it.
Just got 10 feet higher.
Could go to space.
It's just the dumbest thing. It's going to be an eyesore. It's going to be a symbol of hate and cowardice. And, I mean, yeah, if he builds it, it's going down in 4 years. I mean,
that's if he doesn't get reelected.
He's not. No.
We didn't think he was going to get elected.
Don't put that in the universe.
I know, but we didn't think he was going to get elected this time, and it happened.
Well, that's because we didn't have Bernie out there.
You know what, though? Like,
Bernie would have won.
If I hear one more person say the reason they support Trump is because he says just what's on his mind.
You know that person has some really messed up stuff on their mind.
Well, not only that, but the thing is just because somebody speaks their mind and just because somebody's not afraid to tell you what they're thinking doesn't necessarily mean the things coming out of their mouth is a good idea.
Yeah,
you know
when
people
say, "Oh, that guy says whatever's on his mind and he doesn't have a filter," I'm like, "Yeah, he's a dick." And nobody likes him. Like, we don't like that guy. We don't hire him. We don't work for him. Like, however this works, we just fuck that guy.
One thing I would like to address, and to me it's quite comical, is anytime, because I'm known to get in a few Facebook scuffles, anytime I do, for some reason, the right always calls me a snowflake. And I don't know if it's me presenting facts that makes me a snowflake.
It's Tommy, bro.
Or the fact that I stick to my beliefs that makes me a snowflake. But if they're implying that I'm a snowflake because I'm frail and fragile and weak, well, then maybe they should look at their own president who throws a little pissy fit every time SNL comes on because he can't take it like every other president before him has. He is America's biggest snowflake. I mean,
Orange
come
snowflakes.
on. Orange snowflakes.
I like that.
That's worse than yellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's got self-tanner on it.
Ooh.
But, I like it. As far as that, yeah, I'm fucking unique. I'll be a fucking snowflake.
Yeah. Winter's
Like,
coming.
I'd rather be a snowflake than a big orange dick, Like
with tiny hands.
with a fucking toupee on it. Yeah, and tiny hands. That's a good image.
Will you make one of
for
those?
real,
We make an
I
image of
mean-
that.
Like we are unique individuals. That's just been said for forever.
Yeah.
But we are as uniquely individualized as we are as people. We are all people. And when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, the color of your skin, your gender, none of that matters. I mean, it really doesn't. And it's pathetic that it's 2017 and all of that, like, stigmatisms and things are worse than ever, it feels like.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely feels like in class, you learn about the civil rights movement and all the progress they made, and like I knew that the work wasn't done. I knew that it wasn't perfect, but it was. As a white man, I can say it was decent. I'm sure for black people, it's probably just okay. It could be a lot better for them.
Oh yeah.
But I just feel like we are just slowly just pushing that clock back a little bit every single day, and we're just I don't know. I feel like we're reversing all the progress we've made.
I just can't believe how many days it's been.
Yeah. Oh God, we've got 4 more years.
Like, it just started.
I know. Like, it felt bad before he was inaugurated, and then he was inaugurated, and then it felt really bad.
Does it
Like,
every
oh
day,
my
man?
God, every day he just he slowly ruins our country. He just, I don't know. He's the poster boy for being a coward.
Yeah, and I hope he's just gonna run out of shit, because it's just like,
God.
he's got so many tricks up his sloppy ass sleeves.
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of his suits are made in Mexico, by the way.
Yeah.
The Trump branded suits.
They're gonna have to fly him over the wall to get him here now.
He'll have to pay more in taxes too to get him.
Yep, tax himself.
Did you see where I think it was actually down in Florida? He raised the purchase price of his whatever, in his rooms and shit, and his towers and stuff. He doubled the price.
Gosh.
Solid.
Oh, one more thing. Since Republicans are so good at boycotting Starbucks, they're currently boycotting Starbucks again because they committed to hire 10,000 refugees over the next 5 or 10 years, something like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And the big one common theme I've seen is, well, why aren't they doing that for veterans? Well, they are. They also, before this, committed to hire 10,000 veterans over 5 or 10 years.
Not only that, but they're also they just also announced that they're hiring veterans and veterans' wives.
I did not know that.
Because especially veterans' wives that are home alone because their significant other is overseas, they're hiring veteran spouses.
You may not like their politics or their $8 cups of coffee, but you got to give it to Starbucks. They contribute.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And they've definitely dedicated to defending the shit out of you next Christmas.
That's exactly right.
Why isn't Jesus on my cup?
Well, does anybody have anything else they want to add? I don't want to beat.
Out.
Yeah, I don't want to beat people up too much. We're already getting that enough on social media.
Yeah, I've just been such a bad. Somebody hit my car today and just.
Oh God, yeah, it's the worst.
Sounds like
Sad
a
mood
fucking
ever since.
asshole.
Bet
you know
he was
what?
a Trump
It is.
fan.
It is. It must be a Trump guy. Yeah, I can't drive. Oh, wait a minute.
It was me.
It was Travis. Travis hit my car today.
Yeah. Well, Maxwell, do you want to take us on to the next section so I can get done with this podcast and start feeling worse about myself?
All right. So it's all of our favorite time of the episode. It's time for
Pick of the Week. We should have had Chad jump in on that one.
So I don't know, how did it sound on your end? Because I was definitely ahead on that one, and I tried to hold to it just because you say there's usually a delay.
Oh, you shouldn't hold it. You shouldn't hold it. You're going to get a hemorrhoid. That's if you push it. My bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sounded great.
I like to constipate my words.
So, Justin, do you want to start us off for our pick of the week?
All right. Back to the alternative fact timeline. My pick of the week is Destiny. How have I not played this game before? It's so good, so original and unique. The level design is so diverse, it feels like a totally new world every time I step foot into the world. I don't know. It's definitely not boring, and it totally wasn't a waste of money.
Yeah, I like that.
All 15
and Peter
times you had
Dinklage
to
is
pay.
the best little robot guy ever.
Yeah. Why's he got to be little? Because he's a little
Tiny little robot fits in your hand.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called. It's called like a
ghost.
A ghost. Thank you. I saw what you tried to do there.
I can't help it.
noticed.
I can't help you don't like certain people.
I love all people,
Okay.
including your mom.
Whatever, Trump lover.
Oh, maybe not him. All right, go on.
Anyways, Maxwell, go ahead.
Oh, it is my turn. My pick of the week is actually single-ply toilet paper. You can save a ton of money. It allows you to spend like 10 times more time in the bathroom doing
Yes.
your little cleanup mess. The best part is you get a nice little poke surprise on your finger. You get a little doo-doo finger.
Yep, I love doo-doo finger.
So hashtag single ply.
Hashtag doo-doo finger.
for
What are you
life.
talking about?
Yeah, hashtag doo-doo finger.
Yeah,
So
I
thank
like
you, Scott brand single ply toilet paper.
I have a question. Did this pick stem from a real life experience recently, or just?
No.
I bet you
Okay.
he wiped his butt with receipt papers at one point in time.
Oh, sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, poop shoes.
Yeah, when I think about one-ply toilet paper, one thing comes to mind. They say that it's like John Wayne toilet paper. I don't know if you ever heard that expression that it's rough and tough and don't take shit from nobody.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
that.
that's its motto.
I'm going to make a toilet paper brand, and that's going to be the motto.
Yeah, you can borrow it. It's fine.
Thank you.
So actually, on the flip side of Justin's pick, mine is actually Rainbow Six Siege, and basically everything that Justin just said about Destiny also applies to Rainbow Six Siege as well. I'm sure that it's not old. I'm sure every house is very diverse. The layouts of the house,
You're sure? I mean, you haven't played enough.
yeah,
to
no,
know?
the mission objectives when you have to either save a hostage or disable a bomb or just do deathmatch. Those three game types are very innovative, and they don't get old at all.
Some say that there's too many, and it really just needs 1 to 2 game types.
Yeah. You would think. And you know what? Playing with 5 friends have never been so fun. It's every match is like a new game.
If you hate change, then that is definitely the game for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a quick story on Chad from the other night. Okay, Chad.
Does Chad play Rainbow?
Yeah, we play every night.
Oh,
So Chad is newer to Rainbow Six than the rest of us, and I think was it ranked with the bomb?
Yeah.
We were playing ranked, which ranked is a big deal, right? You want to raise your rank. If you lose, you go down in rank quite a bit. And Chad, I think, was the only one left. I can't remember, but he was trying to defuse the bomb and it was out, but he didn't know what button to press to defuse it, and we lost. The entire team was dead. The other team was dead, but Chad was just like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this thing, and then we lost.
Everybody just starts yelling, hit the bomb.
Hit the bomb,
Hit
Chad.
it, hit it. So I'm hitting the button to use to hit things. We're like, no, you have to use a certain button to hit it. You can't just hit it with the hit button.
with the melee button.
Yeah, you can't just melee it. You have to actually hold a button to hit it and disable it.
I was gonna say,
But I also want to point out I was the only one alive.
yeah, there you go.
So the rest of you suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know in what real world that just hitting a bomb would disable it, but good try. Good try.
Yeah, and that is true. We all had perished in battle,
Yeah.
and our
And none of you could be clear on how to tell him how to disable a bomb.
it was one of those things where like okay, so it's a circle. It fills up whenever it's about to explode or whatever, and or
That's the way
diffuse.
that I do too.
Yeah, and it was like the tiniest sliver, but as long as you start it before it runs out, it lets you keep going.
Yeah.
So we were all just overwhelmed with emotion.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just
the
like
fact that Chad was new to this game, but yet he was the only one alive, I would be emotional too.
Yeah, but when that bomb blew up, who was still alive?
Yeah, that's right. All right, Maxwell, why don't you take us out, buddy?
All right. So thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Very unique episode. We look forward to hearing from you. As always, you can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and you can reach us via email at podcast@nerdswithmics.com. Don't forget the .com or it won't go anywhere. Thanks for Audible for supporting us, you know what I mean? And make sure you get that 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/nerdswithmics.
Yes. Is it time to get this show started, guys?
Oh, God.
I'd say so.
Let's get it started.
Yes. All right.
All right. Well, farewell.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Chad.